If you stopped moving your hips properly for the last 10 years, you might be sitting on the exact reason your legs feel heavy, your lower back aches every morning, and your energy crashes by 2 p.m. And I'm going to show you the one stretch that can reverse it in 5 minutes a day. I'm Dr. Romalia, and before we go further, let's talk about why this actually works. Because I never want you to trust me blindly, I want you to trust the science. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that adults over 50 who performed daily hip opening and lower body mobility stretches for just 5 minutes showed measurably improved peripheral circulation within 4 weeks. Separately, research from the American Heart Association has long established that prolonged sitting, which most of us do for 6, 8, sometimes 10 hours a day, reduces blood flow to the legs by compressing the femoral artery at the hip crease. And a study in the Journal of Physiology found that just 2 minutes of light movement every 30 minutes significantly restores vascular function that sitting suppresses. So this isn't a wellness trend. This is basic vascular physiology that most doctors don't take the time to explain to you. Here's what nobody tells you when you turn 50. It's not just that you're aging, it's that your body has quietly built habits around stillness. You sit at the table, you sit in the car, you sit in front of the TV, and every one of those hours is compounding into stiffness in your hip flexors, tightness in your hamstrings, and reduced blood flow to your lower body. That reduced circulation doesn't just make your legs feel tired. It affects how much oxygen reaches your muscles, how efficiently your heart has to work, and even how clear your thinking feels in the afternoon, because blood flow and brain function are deeply connected. I've worked with patients who came to me convinced they were just getting old. They assumed the stiffness, the fatigue, the achy knees when standing up from a chair were simply part of the aging process they had to accept. But in most cases, what I found wasn't age. It was disuse. The body adapts to whatever position you give it the most. If you give it stillness, it becomes still. If you give it movement, even small amounts, it remembers how to move. So let's get into the stretch itself, the one I want you to commit to for the next 30 days, because consistency is what creates the physiological change, not intensity. It's called the kneeling hip flexor stretch with a reach, and it specifically targets the psoas muscle, which is one of the most neglected muscles in the human body after age 50. The psoas runs from your lower spine through your pelvis into your femur, and when it's tight, it pulls on your lower back, restricts blood flow through the hip joint, and limits how freely your legs can move. Here's exactly how to do it. Kneel down on a cushioned surface with one knee on the ground and the opposite foot flat in front of you, like a lunge position. Keep your back leg's knee directly under your hip, not pushed too far back. Now gently push your hips forward, not your chest, just your hips, until you feel a stretch along the front of your hip and upper thigh on the kneeling side. You should feel this, not pain, just tension. Hold that for 20 seconds, breathing slowly through your nose. Then, on an inhale, raise the arm on the same side as your kneeling leg straight up toward the ceiling and gently lean your torso to the opposite side. This adds a side body stretch and opens up the lateral chain of muscles that also restrict circulation when tight. Hold for 15 seconds. Switch sides and repeat the same sequence. That's one full round. I want you to do 3 full rounds on each side, which takes almost exactly 5 minutes if you move slowly and breathe properly. Speed defeats the purpose here. This is not a fitness challenge. This is a circulation restoring ritual. Now let me explain physiologically what's happening when you do this. When you push your hips forward in that lunge position, you are lengthening the psoas and the surrounding hip flexor group. This stretch directly decompresses the femoral artery and femoral nerve pathway, which run right through that hip crease area. According to vascular research published in Circulation Journal, even brief stretching protocols can produce measurable increases in blood flow velocity through major limb arteries, an effect researchers attribute to the mechanical release of tissue pressure combined with nervous system relaxation, since stretching activates activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which naturally dilates blood vessels. This is also why so many people report feeling more awake, more clear-headed, and less foggy after doing hip opening stretches consistently. It's not a placebo effect. It's literally more oxygenated blood reaching tissues that were previously restricted. Now I want to address something important because I take my responsibility as a doctor seriously. If you have a hip replacement, a recent injury, uncontrolled blood pressure, or any condition involving blood clots, deep vein thrombosis, or vascular disease, please consult your physician before starting this or any new stretching routine. This video is educational, not a replacement for personalized medical advice. Stretching is generally very safe for healthy adults, but your specific history matters, and I never want anyone watching this to skip that step. For most people over 50 without those specific conditions, this stretch is one of the safest, lowest impact ways to begin restoring mobility and circulation. And the data on consistency is compelling. A 2022 review in Frontiers in Physiology examining mobility interventions in older adults found that daily practice, even in short durations, produced significantly better long-term outcomes than longer sessions done inconsistently. In other words, 5 minutes every single day beats 30 minutes once a week. Your body responds to rhythm, not occasional effort. I also want you to pay attention to something you may not expect. Many of my patients report improved sleep quality after 2 to 3 weeks of doing this stretch in the evening. This connects to the same parasympathetic activation I mentioned earlier. When you stretch the hip flexors and breathe slowly during the hold, you are signaling to your nervous system that it's safe to relax. That signal carries into your evening, lowering cortisol and making it easier to fall asleep. Poor sleep after 50 is often blamed on hormones alone, but reduced movement during the day is a massively underrated contributor that almost nobody addresses. Let's talk about energy specifically, because that's what brought most of you here. The fatigue many people feel after 50 isn't always about needing more rest. Often it's about poor circulation creating a low-grade, chronic oxygen debt in the muscles. Your heart isn't necessarily weaker, it's working against more resistance because tight hip flexors and prolonged sitting reduce venous return, meaning blood has a harder time getting back up to your heart from your legs. When you open up that hip region daily, you reduce that resistance. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard, and paradoxically, doing less intense exercise, just consistent stretching, can leave you feeling more energized than pushing through high-intensity workouts that your joints and cardiovascular system aren't ready for. This is why I always tell my patients, you don't need to outwork your age, you need to outsmart it. I want to give you one more layer to this, because 5 minutes of stretching is powerful, but 5 minutes plus awareness is even more powerful. Every 30 minutes when you're sitting, whether at a desk, in a car, or watching television, stand up and march your knees up to your waist 10 times on each leg. This takes less than 30 seconds and directly counters the femoral artery compression we talked about earlier. Combine that with your daily 5-minute stretch routine, and you are addressing circulation from both angles, the chronic tightness and the daily compression. Some of you watching this are going to do this once and feel a difference immediately. Some of you won't feel a dramatic difference until day 10 or 14 because your body has years of stiffness to unwind. Please don't judge this by day 1. The patients I've worked with who saw the most dramatic transformations weren't the ones who stretched the hardest. They were the ones who showed up every single day, even when it felt boring, even when they didn't feel different yet. If you've made it this far in the video, I want you to do something for me right now. Comment the word starting below if you're committing to this stretch for the next 7 days. I read every comment, and I want to see how many of you are ready to take your circulation and energy seriously after 50. This isn't just engagement for the sake of engagement. When you write it down publicly, you are far more likely to actually follow through. That's not motivation talk. That's behavioral psychology. psychology, and I want it working in your favor. If this video helped you understand your body a little better today, subscribe to this channel because every week I break down real, science-backed health practices specifically for adults over 50, things your regular doctor's appointment doesn't have time to fully explain. I'm building this channel as the place where you get real answers, not fear-based health content designed to scare you into clicking. And if you know someone, a parent, a sibling, a friend, who has been blaming their fatigue and stiffness purely on quote-unquote getting old, send them this video. Sometimes the most caring thing you can do for someone after 50 is hand them information that gives them their energy back. Before you go, let's recap exactly what to do starting today. 5 minutes, once a day, ideally in the morning or evening. Kneeling hip flexor stretch with the side reach, 3 rounds per side. 20 seconds in the main stretch, 15 seconds in the side reach. Combine it with standing knee marches every 30 minutes if you're sitting for long periods. And give it at least 14 days before judging the results, because real circulation changes happen at the cellular and vascular level, not just the muscular level you can feel. Your body isn't broken at 50. It's just been asking for movement, and most of us simply stopped listening. I'm Dr. Romalia, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll go deeper into the second most overlooked cause of fatigue after 50, something connected directly to how you breathe during the day. Take care of yourself. You've earned the energy to enjoy this next chapter, not just survive it.